Charles Mills of JDPower and Associates Europe describes how the European automotive market is actually 22 different markets, some of which, like Germany, are doing quite well and some of which are not.
Give us a sense of what's going on in the European market right now, particularly in view of all the economic crises that are occurring in Spain, Portugal.
First off, as an American, one of the things I had to learn first about Europe is that it's actually, if you're talking about the community, it's 22 different markets, right? So even though we have Europe as a market, in fact, it's 22 very different cultures and different peoples and wanting to be treated differently. Whether it's the way the car is set up or the way the product is sold, they want to be treated differently. So it's actually quite a diverse market in these 22 markets. And you have a very diverse economic situation right now where Germany is really doing well. The GDP has increased, I think, 3% last, the growth was 3% last quarter. Then you have Greece, Portugal, Ireland, Spain, who have had negative, stagnant to negative growth the last year to 18 months. So it's a very dramatically different situation among these countries. France has been plugging along very good, not as well as Germany, but holding its own. The automotive market is up there in France, and it's coming back in Germany now. Consumer confidence has improved dramatically, and so consumers are actually starting to buy. But you had, similar to the US, you had a scrappage situation where there was incentives from the government to purchase vehicles during the crisis. And it really pulled a lot of sales forward in some of these countries that there's been a tremendous hangover now for 12 to 14 months. Now it's getting back to a proper pace, some equilibrium is being established, and we're beginning to see sales return to a positive level from the negative levels of all these sales that were pulled forward previously from the scrappage schemes. So you have some very large questions, though, in Europe regarding how these states, Portugal, Ireland, Spain, Greece, how they're going to get through this crisis that they're facing with Moody's and Standard & Poor's downgrading their debt. So if we have any type of defaults there, that will obviously create some tremendous pressure on the entire European Union, particularly the Euro countries. And everybody's hoping against that, but there's still quite a few of those countries that are on the fence in terms of what the future holds. And I think Spain and Portugal's probably right now, they're leaning towards probably having to take a loan as well from this fund that the European Union has organized.